Hey you guys, Hishitori here. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be making a couple of things on my island to fill up my empty space. So I was thinking what to put here and I came up with an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and put a fruit shop here. Well, it was a fruit and veggie shop, but you guys see later on. So I'm going ahead and putting up some simple panels and had some prints on it that I went on Google to look for. I also have, some ground buildup in the back. And at first I was trying to figure out what to put up here. I started with the bookshelves, but then I realized it was too tall, but you guys will see later on what I did. So I was like, wait a minute, I think I need more windows here. So I went ahead and put up some more windows. And I put the stalls back. I had a couple of pink ones. And then I went ahead and put the tray there. And at first I did put I forgot what you call those things. And then I put my veggie and fruit basket up there. And then I put a few more spaces of the flooring that I was using. I think it was about 6 by 5 spaces. I thought that was pretty good enough to how big I wanted like my little shop to be. So then I started adding the hedges on the side. I was gonna put up a fence, like who knows, I might change it later on, but you guys will also see that I did change a lot of things later on during the video. At first I was being indecisive. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put the concrete down first and then the hedges, but then I just went ahead and just put the hedges down instead. So then I decided to go ahead and put the concrete out on the front, and I think it was about 2 by 6, but I think I shortened it a little bit because I was putting more hedges out towards the front, leaving a little opening, a little gap in between. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted the hedges to look, how far I wanted to go out. I had a little bit of trouble and complications trying to put it out, but I went ahead and fixed that up. The hedges all the way towards the back. I didn't do it behind the back though. But then I went ahead and put up some, I think, cypress plants. I don't know if I said that right, but I put some outside. And then I had my little newspaper. I didn't even know I had that in my inventory, so I was like, maybe I could use it, make it sound like, they're getting mail. Then I put up my drink machine in the front, and then some baskets, and a cart, not some carts. I was trying to see if I wanted to put the boxes, like packages, in the front. But again, like I said, later on, you would see that I made some changes. Then I put more of my walkway down that I have throughout my island. I was going to put like some pink bricks down just to fit the theme. But I don't know, some of the bricks that I was looking at looked a little too, I don't know, it was just a little weird looking. I wasn't sure if I wanted that to be on my island, so I just left it as a dirt path. But later on, maybe I might change it to the brick. So then I went ahead and put the little flowers down on the edges of my walkway. Like, I like to make it look cute. At least it kind of fits the theme of bubblegum. Like, my island is called bubblegum, so very simple. I couldn't make it too cute. Who knows? I might change some things around on my island once again like I did before, which was a lot of work, especially getting this far. But again, who knows? Put my little trash can down and then some street lamps. And yeah, so far this is what I had. This is what I got. Like I said, there's gonna be some changes, but this is kind of the start. This was not like drawn out like a blueprint or anything. So I do hope you guys get what I'm trying to go with so far, and it might give you an idea how you make like fake buildings. Took pictures. Oh, I love the little expressions that like the characters do. But yeah, so far this is it, and now we're gonna move on to something else that I had in mind. Okay, so I did some changes and now look, it's raining. So I added some more like potted plants, and then I had like the garden tables and the chairs. And then I moved my drink machine around as well. But yeah, I forgot to mention, I also added some hedges at the top and like smaller panels that had the same design as the stalls. I felt pretty confident in this idea though, like when it came to my mind. So that is what I did as well. Oh, I added some bookshelves on the side too. So I do hope you guys enjoy this view first. This little shop I made. So now we're moving on to the next. All right, so next idea was to rebuild my little barn I made, and I was like, why not expand it? So this is what I pretty much did. I had to look around. I'm pretty sure it was like enough space for me to work with. So yeah, I was like, let's make it a little bit bigger. So I went ahead and just removed everything and put everything in my little inventory. I decided to stick with the red. I wish I could make it pink, but they didn't have that. So I had the little doors, the little barn doors in the side just to fit the barn theme that I was going with. At first, I had some stalls. Like I had a stall on the side and I was gonna put stuff back on that shelf. Then on the other side, I put a storefront there, which I thought looked good and looked better. So I was like, I had to go get some more. I didn't have much on me. Then I had another stall, then a silo. I had my little windmill, then a wishing well. I just remembered that I should have put some wood down. So I was like, why not put some pieces of wood down? Make it look more like a barn front, kind of like from the inside, but it's like on the outside. So here I'm just putting down everything for the floor. I did have to remove some more things to put like more wood down. Gosh, I can't think of anything else to say. I get a little nervous sometimes, and this is totally off script, so I don't know how people can do it. Just talk to themselves and give themselves like their own little script inside their head of what they want to say. I don't know, it's a little bit tricky for me. I am getting a little bit of the hang of it. Like I'm getting better than what I used to do in the beginning of my YouTube channel. So hopefully you guys understand, like if you decided to make your, do your own YouTube and record a video and stuff, this is what you have to go through. This is what you gotta go through. But you get better later on as you progress. So yeah, just have patience and just have more confidence in yourself. Because I know you can do it and I know I can too. I put my stall back on the side as well. I pushed the wishing well a little bit farther back near where the waterfall was that I had. So I went ahead and did that. Put my windmill in the back and my silo. I was kind of indecisive if I wanted to keep the silo. It was taking up a lot of space. I put some hay beds down, make it look more barn-like. I was moving more stuff around to see if I like how it was looking also. Then I put my little package boxes that I did have at my fruit shop at first that I moved over to the barn. So I was like, it fit a little bit better. And my starter pot plant and then some bags up there, but I still moved some things around though because it didn't look right. I was like, I don't know if it looks right on the side. It's not like you could see the side really. So I was like, well, I'm gonna move it a little bit later, but this is just my first brainstorm that I had, so that's what I did. Okay, so I did expand more wood down as well. For all the items that I needed to make my fruit shop and my barn, I simply went to Treasure Islands, which helped me out a lot. And then I put the boxes back where they were. And then the little dirt cart and the barrels. I think the barrels look better in the front, so I kept them there. I was spreading more of the items out also, so I can have like a little bit more walking room when I like enter my little barn area. Was taking a good view at the barn, making sure everything looked right. I also couldn't think of anything to put in between where I had the doors and the walls of the barn. So I was like, forget it. I was like, it's just gonna be a weird looking gap right there. Like I said, it was gonna be a little bit small anyway, so I just stuck with that. So at first for that stall, I had the bucket and the cactus plant, but I was like, it don't look right, especially with the little cactus plant. So I changed that around. I kept looking at it, making sure everything looked good. And yeah, this is the start. So this is what I had as a start. Pretty small, simple, not a lot going on. Like I said, I did take away the silo because I wasn't sure. It was taking a lot of space. So I was like, nah. But this was a start again. It's my first brainstorm. So, so I was like, I think I might change a few things. It looks cute thus far. But this is all I had at first. But then more ideas came to my head later on, and I was like, maybe I'll change some stuff around later, which you'll probably see in the angled parts. Yeah, this is just the start look, and then you will see the aftermath of what I decided to keep and what I decided to change. So yeah, here we go. let me give you a little tour. So yeah, this is the front of my cute little fruit shop. Like I said, I had like the newspapers, and I moved the drink machine around, had the lamps in the front, glass windows, everything that's there, all fruit related, and added a little trash can for a little extra detail. I did move that around, I switched that around as well. Oh, and for my barn, I did take out the barrels. I think I took one of them out and I just put one of the turnips buckets there. Yep, so I put I keep forgetting what it's called. I have that there. So pretty much when you're like making your own barn or even your own fruit shop, just add things that would make sense, that would belong in the theme that you're doing. So that's what I did also, like with the fruits, I put it on one side and the vegetables on the other side. And then I put the little veggie basket on top of one of the barrels. So I kept one of the barrels, took the other one out. I kept the silo out. Yeah, this is what I got this far. At my little 100 coin, like sitting on the side of my little wishing well. And yeah, this is the above view of my barn. I could have added a few more boxes there, but I was like, this is good enough where it's at. So like I said, I couldn't think of anything to put in between it, but you know, at the same time, it's like, it really don't matter. You're just gonna see the front. But yeah, I had the hay beds, the bucket in the front, and yeah, so far, I liked how I did the barn. Again, I wish I made it pink, but I couldn't. So this is a different angle so you can see it. So yeah, make it the way that you want it to look like. It doesn't have to be perfect or look like everyone else's. It can just be your own unique little detailed design. Everything that you probably have in your inventory. So whatever you got, just use what's available, and then later on you come back and edit it out. And for my little fruit shop, like I said, I added the little garden tables. I added more of the food that was like fruit related. So I had the little jello on the table, and then I had like the little desserts in the back. And again, for like the top of the building, I kind of just painted the back like with the same wood that I had on the panels on the top of the like the grass and whatever to cover it up. They had my plants on the side, potted plants, the drink machine. I might add a couple of more things there, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.